Imagine being told, "You're not good enough." Imagine watching other kids get selected while your name is missing from the list. Imagine your dream ending before it even begins. Most people would quit. Most people would move on. But the footballers in today's video did something different. They refused to accept rejection. And years later, the same people who doubted them were forced to watch them become legends. Today, we're looking at 5 footballers who were rejected before becoming global superstars. And trust me, the story at number 1 sounds almost impossible. Soccer ball number 5, Jamie Vardy. If football had a movie script, Jamie Vardy's story would probably be rejected for being too unrealistic. Because years ago, Vardy wasn't playing in packed stadiums. He wasn't scoring in the Premier League. He wasn't earning millions. Instead, he was playing non-league football, far away from television cameras, far away from fame, far away from the football world most fans know. Many scouts ignored him. Many clubs never took him seriously. Some believed he simply wasn't good enough. And honestly, if you looked at his situation back then, you might have agreed. While future stars were already entering elite academies, Vardy was fighting just to be noticed. But here's what makes champions different. They keep working when nobody is watching. And that's exactly what Vardy did. Year after year, training session after training session, match after match. Eventually, one opportunity arrived, then another, and suddenly, the player nobody wanted was playing at the highest level. But the craziest part was still coming. In 2016, Leicester City achieved one of the greatest miracles in football history. A team that almost nobody expected to win became champions, and Jamie Vardy was right at the center of it. The rejected player became a Premier League legend. Soccer ball number 4, Luka Modrić. When Luka Modrić was young, many people didn't see a future superstar. They saw a problem. He was small, thin, and physically weaker than most players around him. In football, people often fall in love with size and strength. And because of that, some completely missed what made Modrić special. His brain, his vision, his understanding of the game. While others were running, Modrić was thinking. While others reacted, he anticipated. And while others focused on power, he mastered control. But early doubts never disappeared completely. People kept questioning him. Could he handle elite football? Could he survive against stronger opponents? Could he truly become world-class? Years later, those questions looked ridiculous. Because Modrić didn't just succeed. He dominated. He became one of the greatest midfielders of his generation, won countless trophies, and eventually achieved something very few players ever do. He won the Ballon d'Or. The same player many once underestimated became the best player in the world. Soccer ball number 3, Mohamed Salah. Now let's talk about Mohamed Salah. Today, he's one of football's biggest stars. But success didn't arrive immediately. In fact, one stage of his career looked like a disaster. After moving to a major European club, things didn't go according to plan. Playing time was limited. Opportunities were rare. Confidence suffered. And criticism started growing. Many people thought this was the beginning of the end. But Salah saw things differently. Instead of staying frustrated, he kept improving. Instead of blaming others, he focused on himself. Instead of quitting, he adapted. And that's what changed everything. Little by little, his game evolved. His finishing improved. His movement improved. His confidence returned. Then came the explosion. Goals started flying in. Records started falling. Defenders started panicking. And suddenly, the same player who struggled for opportunities became one of the most feared attackers on earth. His rejection didn't destroy him. It built him. Soccer ball number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo. Most people only know Cristiano Ronaldo after the success. The trophies, the goals, the fame, the records. But before all of that, there was rejection, there was criticism, and there were doubts. Early in his career, many people questioned his style. Some thought he used too many tricks. Others believed he wasn't efficient enough. Some even wondered whether he would ever become truly elite. But Ronaldo has something that very few athletes possess: an obsession with improvement. Every criticism became motivation. Every rejection became fuel. Every doubt became another reason to train harder. And that's exactly what he did. While others rested, he trained. While others celebrated, he worked. While others accepted limitations, he challenged them. Over time, the result became impossible to ignore. Goals, titles, records, more goals, more records, more history. Eventually, The football world realized something. The player they once doubted was becoming one of the greatest athletes ever. Not just footballers, athletes. Period. Soccer ball number one, Lionel Messi. And now, we arrive at the story that almost never happened. Imagine discovering a young footballer with unbelievable talent. A player capable of things nobody else could do. A player who seemed destined for greatness. Now imagine letting him go. Sounds impossible? Well, something very close to that almost happened. When Lionel Messi was young, his football ability was already extraordinary. But there was one major obstacle. A medical condition affecting his growth. Suddenly, his future became uncertain. People worried. People hesitated. People doubted. Because investing in him felt risky. And risk makes people uncomfortable. For a moment, football came dangerously close to losing one of its greatest gifts. Think about that. No magical dribbles. No historic goals. No World Cup triumph. No football icon. The story could have ended before it truly began. But fortunately, someone believed. Someone took the chance. Someone looked beyond the uncertainty. And that decision changed football forever. Years later, the same boy who seemed too risky would become one of the most successful footballers in history. Multiple Ballon d'Or awards, countless trophies, millions of fans, and a legacy that may never be repeated. What's fascinating about every player on this list is that the rejection itself wasn't the important part. The response was, because rejection happens to everyone. Athletes, students, artists, entrepreneurs, everyone. The difference is what happens next. Some people stop. Some people quit. Some people believe the criticism. But legends? Legends keep moving. Jamie Vardy did. Modrić did. Salah did. Ronaldo did. Messi did. And because they did, football history changed forever. The next time someone says, "You can't do it," remember this. Football legends heard the same words. They were rejected, ignored, doubted, and underestimated. But they refused to let someone else's opinion become their future. Because sometimes, the biggest success story begins with a single rejection. And maybe, the person everyone doubts today will become the legend everyone admires tomorrow. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more football mysteries, football facts, and legendary football journeys.